There's been one death linked to the McDonald's E.coli outbreak. The victim, 88-year-old J.C. Smith. He lived in Grand Junction, Colorado. Today, we're hearing from his family for the first time as CBS Colorado's Karen Morfitt reports. They're sharing their story out of concern for others.
The family here in Mesa County says they've had years taken from them because of this outbreak. That up until their loved one got sick from eating a quarter pounder from McDonald's, he was planning future trips and playing with his great-grandchildren on the playground.
All in all, my dad was a loving person. He was compassionate. If he needed to be stern, you didn't want to be on that side.
But if they had just one word to describe their father, J.C. Smith, Jim Smith and his sister Debbie say he was strong.
He was a U.S. Marine. He was a firefighter, drove some trucks.
They believe at 88, he wasn't slowing down.
But on October the 3rd, my mother called me and said, "Your daddy feels very dizzy, and he doesn't want to get out of the bed because he's afraid he'll fall."
Immediately, she took him to the emergency room. Nothing was found, and they were sent home.
They'd been up all night. He had been to the bathroom all night, like every 10 minutes. And he had the bloody diarrhea, and he was so weak.
They went back the very next day, and lab tests revealed he had contracted E. coli. He was treated and 4 days later released, but not before answering questions for the Mesa County Health Department.
She just asked me where were some places my parents ate, because there was some type of outbreak and they were trying to investigate, but they were not going to say where yet.
They visited a McDonald's near their home 3 times in the weeks before, and once again after he was released from the hospital. Both ordered quarter pounders, but her mother, Doris, wasn't a fan of onions.
And I raked mine off and gave some to him, and I feel guilty now because I gave him some onions.
Weeks later, the CDC is zeroing in on the onions as a source of a nationwide E. coli outbreak.
She didn't tell me to tell them not to go out to eat anymore. You know, no one was
She never called
reporting that.
The family says his symptoms only got worse, and he was admitted to the hospital again.
It was very hard. I would hold his hand and pray and tell him to try to rest. Try to rest. We're here with you, and we're getting help for you.
He died on October 20th, and 2 days later, health officials would report the outbreak to the public.
I was not planning on my dad going this quick.
You trust it.
Smith's grandson, also named Jim, says while they're angry and question if more could have been done, they're sharing their story out of concern.
When you're talking about taking people's loved ones and changing their life permanently, well, others need to know.
In Grand Junction, Karen Morfitt covering Colorado First.